Alright, guys, so today's story is a fucking just all around ridiculous one, okay? So leave a like on this video if you guys enjoy this story time. Also, if you're watching this right now and it's between like the first and second hour of me uploading this, I'm actually streaming on Twitch right now with Facecam, doing stories, playing video games, talking to you guys, watching videos. It's gonna be fun, so come check it out. I never stream with Facecam, so it's a rare, ugly occasion, so click that link in the description, top link. And one more plug, make sure you follow my Twitch too to be notified for future streams. Okay, I'm done plugging. Onto the story, okay? So this takes place a year ago, okay? And it was a great month. It was a very great month. I was having a fun time. And on this night, I'm hanging out with two of my friends. And they decide to invite girls over and have a bonfire. So me, my two friends, and three girls are hanging out, okay? And it was pretty cool, actually. It was like me and this one girl, we were vibing, and they were talking to the other girls. I don't know. But me and this one girl were getting along really well because, first of all, I've known her for a really long time. So, like, we were just catching up. And then we ended up, like, really getting along, like, getting pretty close. And I'm not going to go into fucking great detail with this, but pretty much things led to me and her in my room by ourselves, okay? And pretty much all we were doing at this point was making out. And then she goes, "Hey, do you have a condom?" And at that point, I knew shit was going down. So I was like, okay, I need to go get one. So I get up, walk out of my room. I tell her that I'll be right back. And I walk into the guest room and I check one of the drawers in the guest room because usually that's where I would keep them. And the box was in there, but it was empty. And I was like, fuck. So I go talk to my friends outside. I was like, yo, do any of you guys have a condom in your backpack? And of course, everyone being immature as fuck, they all start making jokes. My friend's like, oh, you're getting it in, bro. You're going to turn her into an ice cream sandwich. I was like, dude, what the fuck does that even mean? You just compare the girl I'm talking to a fucking ice cream? Stop it. And even one of the girls was being immature as fuck. She's like, hey, that's my friend in there. Don't break her spine. And I was like, what does that even mean? You calling me fat? Like, you think I'm going to sit on her or something? Like, what? But basically, the overall answer from everyone out there was, no, we don't have condoms. So I was like, fuck. So I walk back to my room, the walk of shame, and I open the door and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't have any. And she's like, oh, it's okay. I'm on birth control anyway, but like, I just wanted to, be extra safe. And I was like, you sure? She's like, yeah, like, we'll be fine. And I had a really bad feeling about this. I was like, you know what? Like, this isn't a good idea. Like, I should just wait till I can get a condom and be safe. And that's how you guys should always think. Like, make sure you always think like that. But then she kept saying, like, no, it's going to be okay. Like, don't worry. Everything's fine. I'm on birth control. I was like, she wouldn't lie about that. Like, this girl's cool. I've known this girl for fucking years. Like, everything's fine. So me, being stupid, we just went about our business that night. And, yeah, things happened. It was a fun night, okay? So anyway, fast forward, okay? About a week later, I hang out with her again. And everything was going great. We were really having a good time together. And this time it was different, okay? It was me and her and actually the same friends. And we went to a movie together and just hung out publicly. And it was cool. And then another week goes by. And she texts me and she's like, hey, Austin, I have something to tell you. And the way it was worded, it did not look like it was positive news. So I replied, I was like, what is it? And she's like, I haven't been feeling really good. So I decided to take a test to see if I'm pregnant. And it came back positive. And I actually didn't believe her at first. I was like, no way. And she replies with a photo of it being positive. And I was like, oh, man. And I just kind of thought to myself for a solid, minute. I was like, fuck. Like, come on, dude. Like, Austin, you're smarter than this, man. Like, you could have just waited till you had a condom. But no, the one time you're stupid with something like this, it comes back to bite you. Now, this is when the story starts to get juicy, okay? So I reply to her, and I was like, damn, like, this is crazy. And she's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, so what are you going to do? And she's like, just take good care of myself, and hopefully you'll be with me along the way. And I was like, yeah, of course. And then she's like, I know you, really have a busy lifestyle, and, you're always living super fast and traveling and stuff like that. If you wanted, you could just, give me money, and I can just do this all on my own. You don't have to be in the picture if you don't want to. I wouldn't be mad. And I feel like no girl would say some shit like that to someone if it was, the dad of the baby she's having. Or at least not immediately. So I replied, I was like, what do you mean, child support stuff? She's like, yeah, but, instead, why don't you just give me, all of it up front, and then I just won't ever bother you again. And I was like, so you want me to give you a bunch of money up front for years and years of time of raising the baby, and you don't want me in the picture? She's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, if you want to live your life and not be tied down by this, it'd be way easier for you to just do that and then go live, and I won't ever bother you again. Now, I would understand if she was like, hey, I understand if you don't want to be in the picture that much or you can't be here that often, but, help out once in a while. But she was literally saying, give me a bunch of money and then you'll never hear from me again. So that's how I was like, okay, this girl is definitely up to some sort of, scam or something. So I tried to, dig some more info out. I was like, so, how much money do you need? And she's like, I don't know, like anything that you could give up, but like I think a good starting range would be like 5 to 10,000. And I was like, $10,000? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I don't believe this anymore. Like, you're full of it. There's no fucking way in hell, if you were just now figuring out that you were pregnant, that this is how you would like start talking about your future son. Like, hey, so like I know you're his father, but like just give me a bunch of money and I'm gonna get the fuck away from you because you don't even matter. I just want money. So I told her straight up, I was like, I don't believe you. This is done. And I stopped replying to her. And she kept spamming my phone all day. And I was so freaked out because she kept going with it. So I really did believe it. I was like, dude, like, this can't be happening. Like, no way did I just find out that I'm not only about to have a kid, but also the mom of my child wants a bunch of money to just kind of like buy me out. Like, what? Like, it's seriously, like, it was fucked. But a part of me still didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way that's her intentions. Like, there's no way this is true. This is not happening. So I kept not replying to her. And the next day came along and I woke up to my phone ringing. And of course, guess who was calling me? It was her. So I answered the phone and I was like, hello. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And she's like crying. And I was like, what? Why are you sorry? And she's like, I'm just such a bad person. Like, I lied to you to try and get some money. Like, I'm struggling and I just wanted money. So I lied to you. And like, I'm not pregnant. I didn't mean to scare you. That was so mean of me to do. Like, nothing's going to happen. Don't worry. Like, I'm not pregnant. We're fine. I really was on birth control. And I was like, do you know how fucked up it is to lie about something like that? Like, that is not funny. And she's like, I know. I'm sorry. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm glad. That's a relief. But, yeah, don't do that again. And she's like, okay, can we still be friends? And I was like, sure. And she's like, okay, thank you. Like, goodbye. I was like, all right, bye. And I hang up and I let out the biggest scream. I was like, fuck yes. And I called up my friends and I talked to them about everything and they were relieved too. And yeah, it was just crazy. Like, fucking very, very crazy. Moral of the story is, use protection. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much into the story. Please leave a like on this video if this is a crazy one. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.